Anthony, yesterday we were making waves. Today it looks like we're going to the islands, doesn't it?
Bill Buckner.
I'm Anthony. Welcome to No Vacancy Live. That's my friend Glenn.
You're watching the #1 show in hospitality.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to No Vacancy Live. Of course, that's Anthony Melcuri. I'm still Glenn Hausman. It is so great to see you today. Man, Bill Buckner. He was my hero in 1986 for allowing the Mets to go on to that World Series victory that tasted so sweet.
You know, the reason I said Bill Buckner is because I'm in Boston.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you something. I loved him before that happened.
Yep.
He's passed away now, but I still love him. And he was so maligned. Every ball player in the world makes a error. And they didn't lose because of that error. They lost later in the World Series. But I have a very soft spot for Bill Buckner because he was a great ball player that just got terrorized and thrown out of Boston.
Oh, yeah, absolutely a horrible situation. So take a look at your history, folks. That's going back, 38 years or something like that.
When they show it sometimes on different shows, I literally shut it off. Before it happens, I shut it off. So I'm not going to partake in that.
I wonder if he was in a support group with that guy at the beginning of ABC's Wild World of Sports who fell off the ski jump thing.
But you know what? The ski jump thing was a lot worse than a ball going through your leg. That happens to every ball player in the world.
Yes, definitely for personal harm.
That was, it's funny that video of that guy falling off the cliff over there was really kind of the first viral video we've ever seen.
I know, it sure was. The agony and defeat. But today, we're going to focus on the thrill of victory. And
the agony of defeat.
We've got a great CEO today from the Landings Resort and Spa in St. Lucia, Mr. Paul Collymore, who also happens to be on the St. Lucia Hospitality and Tourism Association board. Paul, so great to see you.
Okay, great to see you. Welcome to St. Lucia, and by extension, welcome to the Landings. I can see that you're very close to the beautiful standing accommodation and looking at that channel into the marina. So we're grateful to have you so close to us.
I know. I just wish I could get closer and actually touch down. But, we're still making negotiations with your government over there. Maybe we'll get to your property sometime soon.
No.
Glenn, you're welcome anytime, okay? Yeah. I'll speak with my team here and the government, and you will have a passport very soon, okay?
Now, is that your view right now, or is that a green screen?
That is a green. Actually, is a green screen, yeah. But I
wasn't sure. Are you in St. Lucia right now?
I'm in St. Lucia right now, and this is my office every day. So my office is actually a beautiful view. So
I think it's funny that you're in St. Lucia with the beautiful view, but you put the view of your view.
That's indeed right. You got it right, Glenn.
Yes. So, Paul, let's just jump right into it. We love the Caribbean. What is the state right now of St. Lucia? Because one of the questions that we always ask is, how are you doing compared to other islands in your region, and how are you competing against them? So give us a general sense on the vibe that's going on down there. From talking to all of our major hotel industry brand friends, it seems like your region is seeing a lot of interest in new construction and reinventing the properties that are already existing. So what's going on with you, Paul?
Okay, great question, Glenn, and thank you very much for this opportunity as well. So a lot of exciting things are happening on the island, and I think when we compare ourselves to 2019, we're not too far from there right now. Certainly when we look at our tourism arrivals, we're still seeing a 7% up when we compare it to prior year, and that's for 2023. In terms of airlift coming into the destination, we certainly in that recovery mode where we're seeing significant airlift coming out of all of the key source markets, USA, Canada, the UK, and the Caribbean is recovering, but we are still seeing that strong demand coming into the destination. So there's certainly a lot of investor confidence going on right now, where there's a lot of construction taking place, a new product coming online, and this is within the accommodation sector and also with the tourism service providers. So, that is really good and for us to see at this point in time where this year alone, we are seeing significant airlift coming up to the US as well. Cruise ship arrivals as well is, we're back up there again as well. We had a really great year last year. and we are seeing some really steady inaugurals coming into the island for this year as well. So I've had the opportunity in my role as president of the St. Lucia Hospitality and Tourism Association for these inaugural visits to be also part and parcel of that. And our many workers, our unsung heroes, they're back up to work in full. In full. So we're good. The island is doing well, and we look forward to bigger and better things happening as we move forward.
I'm very happy to hear that. I do want to do a quick special shout out to Jeremy coming all the way from Israel, tuning in today, which is pretty cool to be so far away from here. But Paul, I gotta ask you. You talk about airlift and cruises and all of that. How does that airlift story work? Because you folks are so dependent on your airline partners in order to be successful. How have you convinced them, as part of your role as CEO of the Tourism Association, gotten them to come back and interested in adding more and more flights as time goes on?
Oh yeah, Glenn, we start off by, we meet with them, constantly, whether in the phone or in person at conferences. But, we sell them what is happening on the island, and we have a full calendar of events taking place throughout the year. So there's activity. So right now, tomorrow is actually our 45th independence on the island. So there are a lot of festivities.
Congratulations.
There's colorful and kaleidoscope of color, and everyone is, having a great time. So we have coming up, jazz, the St. Lucia Arts and Jazz Festival coming up. Then after that, we're going to be, going right into cricket, ICC Cricket World Cup. Then we go straight into to Carnival. Then we go into the Caribbean Premier League Cricket. And then we go into our Creole Festival. And before you know it as well, we'll be looking at some other events as well. So, we're promoting the destination as, a number of things you can do, So, we promote adventure, we promote honeymoons, the meetings and incentives and conferences market as well. So we constantly give the airlines of what we're doing, letting them know in terms of the development within the accommodation sector, the tourism service providers, and that product that we have. Because in order to get the flights here, we need to be able to meet the demand by having the beds and also having the ability to give them the experience, whether it is car rentals, excursions, adventure, weddings, etc. So we give them constant updates of what is happening as well. And we partnered with tour operators, online travel agents as well. But we keep them engaged, and certainly the developments that will be taking place with the upgrade and the redevelopment of our international airport.
So for those people that don't know, how big is the Cricket World Cup?
Oh, the Cricket World Cup is huge, So you have the cricket playing throughout the islands, and, it's where you are as well in the US as well. So we have it here in St. Lucia. So we have in excess we have 6 games, 3 that's already determined, 3 more to be decided upon. So it is really the region, the locals, and the visitors alike to come into it. I think the last time we hosted a Cricket World Cup was in 2007. And here we are in 2024, looking to host it again. So it's really going to be big. And we have the accommodation, we have the diversity with the product, and, to provide that magical experience. So much to do while you're playing a game of cricket.
And how much room is there for development on the island? Like what's the capacity?
Well, in terms of the capacity, I think there's still a lot of land available, a lot of resources available as well. And there are the government departments between the Ministry of Tourism, and there's Invest in Lucia that you can also contact as well. So we've seen developments taking place, like one of a significant golf course that is open in the north of the island, an 18-hole golf course, Cabot. We have the accommodation, we have the land-based activities and excursions. So whether you're doing an aerial trek, you're going to go on a Jeep safari, and you're looking at, your catamaran sailing trips, there is still room and opportunities for St. Lucians, and as also for foreign investment as well. So I think in terms of capacity, I think that there's still excess and spare capacity there. And the various government ministries make it really enabling for investment to take place at a very local domestic level, because the focus is ensuring that solutions can also enjoy part of being an entrepreneurship and getting involved with business as well. So still excess spare capacity there.
And how big of an impact are the cruise ships? on your?
Yeah, I think the impact is in excess of maybe 500,000. That's what we would have seen certainly for last year.
Wow.
And in terms of cruise development, there's planned work in the Castries area. Then outside the Castries, looking to take that further into along the coastal lines. So that with that planned expansion, we expect to have significant more capacity.
So Paul, let me ask you a question about that specific thing. So you have to kind of rebuild some of these ports. My guess is because as the cruise industry has become more sophisticated, they've been building larger and larger vessels, which your ports may not be able to accommodate. So in order to continue to bring tourists here and more tourists, you got to expand the port, correct?
That's right as well. Yeah, and to strengthen the commercial activity there as well for local vendors to apply their trade and they sell their arts and craft as well. So yes, so that expansion is going to be able to meet the demands of the many cruise lines coming into the port.
That must be really good. As these ships get bigger and bigger, you don't have to increase the number of vessels that come through, but you're still able to add to the economy every year by more people coming in. So it sounds to me that you may have a vested interest in making sure you have the biggest boats coming to your region as possible.
Absolutely, because when we look at their gross domestic product or GDP, you're looking well in excess of 30% of the total receipts. So
right.
For us, it's of high importance, and we're grateful for every opportunity.
So how do you work with the cruise companies to say, hey, come to us, don't go to those other guys? Our water's clearer, it's bluer, it's better. All
right. Well, we have a number of our. So speaking from the St. Lucia Hospitality and Tourism Association standpoint, we have a number of our members. We have over 150 different companies that we have registered, and they go out and meet with them at the different cruise meetings and coming up, and they work in conjunction with government as well, with the St. Lucia Air and Seaports Authority, the Ministry of Tourism, and the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. So we are there in terms of our members in their private capacity, letting them know not what they can do when they arrive on island. So from A to Z, we go there and they communicate to them what we have and make it more exciting because everyone is coming to experience the adventure, the culture, and the people.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your resort, the Landings Resort and Spa. I don't want to cut. I don't want to just talk about everybody. We got to talk about you. Tell us a little bit about the focus of your resort, if you don't mind, and how you think that you're really getting into the traveler's mindset today and delivering on what they're looking for.
Yeah, no, we're forever grateful that this year will make it our 70th year of existence. So we have 100.
Wow.
We have 97 suites, and they range from 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom units.
Wow.
All of them are your private residence with your nice gourmet kitchens or beachfront rooms just behind you there. They all come with a butler, beautiful beach, 800 feet of pristine beach as well. So what we do is that we augment it with the various services that we have. We have the spa, which offer a number of signature treatments catering for everyone. Depending on your needs, we can tailor it to suit you. So we use from local to international brands to augment the treatment. We are now offering an oncology treatment as well. So if you're recovering and you need some more palliative care to assist you with your recovery, we also provide that. Along with our food and beverage operations, we are always thinking ahead and looking at what is next for us. So we have some really new and exciting things coming. We have 3 restaurants, one on the beach, toes into the sun, providing that nice casual dining atmosphere. And then we have another restaurant overlooking the marina with a beautiful view of the Caribbean Sea and looking out to the majestic Virgin Island Pitons. So between our span of food and beverage operations and the many services that we can offer in here and working with our online travel agents or I would say overall our travel partners, we constantly communicate and make it really exciting. And we provide a fantastic service and also at the same time, value for money.
And I will say you're also 50 degrees warmer down there than you are right up here on Long Island. So
the temperature is good. Yes.
Anthony?
What challenges do you have in both the island and your resort with staffing?
I think we have now overcome the staffing situation.
Mhm.
And I think we are now have a number of persons back into the industry and back into the work. And again, we are reaching out and working closely with the educational institutions as well, where we have an alliance with them, where we bring a number of the students in who are doing various hospitality programs and business programs as well to get them immersed into the hospitality sector. So again, we are creating that awareness, the strategic alliances as well. We also partner with the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association as well. I also serve there as the chairman of the People Development Initiative, where we constantly look at how we can move our people within the region as well
Ah,
through the CARICOM single market and economy. So with the expansion taking place within the destination, we find comfort knowing that we have had all of the right alliances, and we continue to build and adopt the various schools as well, and to support them as well, so that as we move further forward into our development, we don't have a scarcity of manpower. But the solution talent is exceptionally good. And I think that, we are well positioned in terms of our focus, awareness, and advocacy in bringing more people to work within the sector.
and you've got, according to 2021, your population is under 200,000 for the whole country. So,
Yes.
I mean, I was just looking real quick. My town of Smithtown, where I live, is like 140,000 or something like that. So I can't help but think it's got to be a challenge in order to find people. But you're saying that, I think because of the location that you're at, a lot of people probably gravitate in a higher percentage of population towards the tourism industry. And there's so many different opportunities within the tourism industry, I would think, down there. Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn, right. Directly and indirectly. Yeah. So we have over 15,000 plus individuals working within the hospitality industry. And when you look at it at a percentage of our population, it is significant, and, again, with the strategies that we have in place, again, with the constant engagement and creating awareness on the importance of tourism to the country, I think that we're effecting that positive change.
Yeah. So when you're thinking about making changes, what do you think it is that customers are really looking for today when they're coming to St. Lucia?
I think authenticity, having a true cultural experience and immersion into what we do and making it truly St. Lucian. So that cultural immersion, they're looking for value for money. They're looking for what we guarantee, beautiful, pristine beaches and the great weather. But I think included in there as well is the fact that we have a number of festivals and activities going out through the year.
Yeah.
So there's something to do every month. And, we are an iconic destination and the weather is good. We have the world's only drive-in volcano. We have some, beautiful attractions to take, that you can enjoy whilst you're on island. And there's a beautiful site by sea sailing around it and also driving around it as well. So much to offer and so much to do. That's why we see that the destination has a high repeat intent of visitors coming back year after year.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up some of your the events that you have down there. Anthony, I'll let you take it away in just a second. But I thought it was Dive Fest was really interesting.
Yes.
So it's not just like food and music festivals, which a lot of places are doing. It's meeting things that are very culturally relevant towards what people are interested in coming to the island.
Oh, yes, that's right. We have some really nice dive sites as well. We have a few businesses as well focusing on sustainability, where you can also be part of an exercise where you can actually go and help with the restoration of coral, helping the marine life as well. So dive is really big, in the further south of the island. There's some really amazing sites there that your beautiful aquarium that you can go and enjoy and take in that nice dive. So
Nice.
So we have so much to do in terms of romance. We have dive. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Anthony, when he said romance, I was thinking we should get away together down there.
So I have a two-part question. What's the one thing that most people don't know about St. Lucia that's kind of obscure, number one? And number two, what's the one thing, money and time is no object, that you would love for everyone to do at St. Lucia? The one thing that that not everybody gets to do. What's the one thing that we don't know about St. Lucia that would be surprising? And what's the one activity or one destination that everybody should do or visit?
Okay, so one activity that we would always encourage everyone to do, and again, is all about keeping your youth and keeping your skin looking good and feeling well. So the Sulphur Springs is a wonderful and a magical experience. You go there, you immerse yourself into it. It's guaranteed to give you at least 20 years back. So you can almost, Anthony, be back to the age of 15 very soon, okay? But that is really a good experience. It does have a lot of medicinal properties there as well. So one thing that people don't know about St. Lucia that is really amazing. I think there's so many of them. I think the drive-through volcano for me is always a really great experience. A good tour. Going up to the interpretive center there and learning so much,
right?
About the geography of the island as well. But not to forget, like where the land is located, is that we have a fort there. We have the Pigeon Island National Park, and is the home for rich history, a good nature trail, wonderful experience. But it's the place where we actually have a lot of our cultural events. We have weddings there as well. We have retreats as well. So it's a multi-purpose area that many can actually go and enjoy. And I know that you said that there's so many things to do, but I actually have to highlight the fact that coming up in a few weeks as we go into May for the St. Lucia Arts and Jazz Festival, we have a number of events taking place there. We have the Caribbean Fusion, World Beats, the Ultimate Celebration, and we have Pure Jazz. And, the island has produced some really iconic figures as well in this area of athletics and sports. We have Julian Alfred, who is a phenomenal athlete that you've probably heard about her so much in the US. And Darren Sammy, who is just an iconic figure when it comes to, the cricket and playing. And as cricket is just around the corner, he is also a coach for the West Indies team. So we have actually produced 2 Nobel laureates here too as well. So these are, I know you said one, but there's so many different things that, many people are unaware of. And, you can make St. Lucia home by coming and doing and investing as well within the destination. So the people make the experience and make St. Lucia what it is today. And we are forever grateful for what they do every day to make the destination great.
So Paul, I need you to be more passionate and love what you do.
So 2 things.
You know what's interesting, real quick, Glenn?
Yeah, go for it.
Is you went through that whole thing with tremendous passion. I felt it, and you never moved your hands. I'd be like this.
I know. To be fair, he's neither a Jew nor Italian from New York, so he doesn't do this thing.
It was so funny. I felt the passion, and you said it in such a beautiful way, such an elegant way. So anyway, I'm going to St. Lucia.
Yeah. So 2 things.
I'll do some more movement, okay?
Number 1, Air Supply, May 12th to close out the Jazz and Arts Festival. I think that'd be a real hoot to go check them out. And number 2, Paul, how did you discover your love of hospitality? Was it preordained for your life, or did you discover it somewhere along the line?
Boy, I think over the years, watching my mom work in the hospitality and tourism industry really helped me to develop the love and passion for it, because, it is something that, you live and you breathe every day. And to me, if I had to do it all over again, it would be priority number 1, 2, and 3. I really enjoy it. I love the area of people development. I love the area of, we provide 2 essential important principles in terms of that service and hospitality. And, that has always been ingrained from me from a very young age. So, so it started there from my mother, and then, from, studying it and experiencing it, years later, I'm grateful for where I am today. But given my involvement with tourism at a local level and a regional level, it's my very intention to really provide support and development for others out there. Funny enough, Glenn and Anthony, one of my daughters now decided to go and study and do hospitality and tourism management. And, I'm grateful that, I've been able to create an influence at home. So long may that legacy continue. But, it's something that I really and truly enjoy and passionate about, right?
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. So hopefully she's going to FIU, where Dr. Producer
That is
Suzanne is a
exactly
professor.
where she's attended, huh?
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, our producer, she's a PhD over over there. Yeah. So before we wrap up, Anthony, you got anything else for our friend Paul over here?
I unfortunately have to go, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and Paul, if we want to stay at the landings, how can we learn more about your resort and how to hang out on that amazing beach that's right over there?
Please go to us and follow us. Look up for us on the website landingsinlucia.com, or I give you the phone number now, 758-458-7300. And all of our team members will be more than willing and happy to assist you. So Anthony and Glenn, I look forward to seeing you very soon, and thank you for this opportunity to showcase the Landis Resort and Spa in Lucia, and also speaking about the destination, and the beautiful island of St. Lucia.
Oh, thank you, friend. Hopefully we'll get to see you in person one day down there. Absolutely beautiful island. Yeah. And I love what you're doing out there to deliver the spirit of hospitality. Thank you so much, Mr. Paul.
Thank you, too.
Thank you,
Collymore. Have a good one. And I want to thank all of you guys for watching with us today. And hey, listen, if you're watching us, why not follow us on audio? Download the podcast wherever you get your shows. And if you're working out at the gym right now and you have this craving to watch us, well, find all of our shows wherever you get your social media on either LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And of course, all shows are housed at novacancynews.com. I want to thank you all for being here. I'll see you all tomorrow, while Anthony, I think, is going to be on an airplane headed towards a really cool event that I am not able to go to. Oh, well, until then, and remember, you've got one life, so blaze on and
be kind to yourself.
See y'all later.